What up, y'all? Welcome to today's video. We got GAT in 4 weeks. 4 very, very, very short weeks. The Z is there. The new parts are over yonder. And then I'm gonna modify some other parts and hopefully we can get everything to fit. So where we stand at now is the car is not ready. There are parts that I ordered from Australia that I'm being told with the new tariffs are no longer gonna ship anymore after they sent me the wrong parts. And then I have new carbon stuff showing up next week. So we got 4 weeks left. We're gonna really start grinding this stuff out. Today, trunk setup. Let me show you what we're working with. Kind of trunk setup. Hi, Beanar. Okay, so in this box here, we have some parts from Braum. I love Braum. They hooked us up with my set of seats for this. I'm gonna be doing something along the same lines for that. So that'll be cool. But we're gonna get this thrown over on the table. Let's get her opened up. All right, first impressions. Just got the box open. Ooh, baby. Now you guys can't tell the color of this yet, but you're about to. Give me a second. Let me take this out a little bit more. Nice. This looks sweet. So I got everything out of the package. Obviously, see, everything is, I don't know if it's powder coated white, painted white, brushed white. Obviously, it's not brushed white, but it looks good. It looks really good. It's going to go really good with all the white interior in the car. Let me show you what it looks like now. Show you the difference between the two. Oh crap, hold on. Let me get all this crap out of here. This is from the last show. That's better. So this is the bar that we're gonna be getting rid of. I got a homie, Gavin, who might be taking it. Hopefully he does, because having that money for GAT would be super slick right now. But yeah, you can see this doesn't really stand out against all the white that's in the interior. So I really want something that steps out a little bit more. So with the new one, it's gonna come back exactly like this, but I think it's gonna sit a little lower, and then it's gonna have like 2 bars that come down, which are these. So this will go around the back seat, obviously, and then these mount up to it kind of like that. So I gotta figure out where these bolt into the trunk on the lower side, but to start that, gotta start tearing apart the trunk again. Let's get back to it. I'm so tired of taking this trunk apart. This is like the 3rd time in the last month. I'll be back. Now, I don't know if you can hear the intense rattling, but I have to wait for the tank to get air in it so that I can air the car out, so that way I can pull the air lines off. Oh, this sounds awesome. Yeah, that's pretty hot, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Something that I still run into a problem with is, listen to this. Oh, about to drop my phone. Listen to this. Oh, you can see it move. The doors still hit down here because whenever this gets on the ground, it pushes the side skirt up into the door. I can't do anything about that. I'm over it. Now, I gotta label all these and then I can pop off all the lines and we'll start. What is that? Whatever, then we'll start moving forward. All right, y'all, little time has passed. I did a lot of slacking on recording, per usual. Let me catch up to speed with where I'm at. All right, coming in the trunk, management's out, management's unbolted, all the lines are undone. Obviously you guys were there, car's on the ground. Tank, free falling. Harness bar, out of the car. My God, does it look barren. There's one side of the harnesses, the other side is over there by Malcolm. He's still got them attached to the bar. I didn't take them off. Now I can start getting this new one in, and I also realized that the ceiling kind of sags back here. And you can see the impression of where my seat goes up and down. Kind of crazy. I got ways to solve that this winter. We're not gonna handle any of that now. I'm gonna start getting this torn apart, get the harnesses off of there, get the first white bracket in there so that way I can put the trunk pieces in and see where they're gonna line up back there. But I gotta get the rest of this stuff out. I wanna leave this in so I can see where the bars go before I start worrying about that, because we're gonna have to drill holes into this. I wanna make sure I don't have to move the tank anywhere or have to move the management. So progress is being made, but time will tell if it goes well. All right, so I got both bars here, and the main thing that I noticed between the two is the Cypher, this is a Cypher harness bar, this is my old one, has this loop here that holds the harnesses in place, while the Braum one does not have that. I'm wondering if that's what these are supposed to be for. I know two of them are to clamp down this section, but from pictures that I can find online, I don't see a whole lot of people using these. So I was thinking about using like one here and one here as like a placeholder for the harnesses, so that way they don't slip out of place. I think that's what I might do. I would like to do one in the middle of the two, but I don't have enough here to do that. I have 2 for the back and then 4 others. So I think that's how I'm gonna make that work. At the moment, I'm waiting for Anna to get here. I'm gonna have her give me a hand trying to fit this in the car. But yeah, so far so good. While I'm at it, I should probably tell you, the bolts that I took out of here are these. There are 2 of them. This thing's ridiculously long, 14 mils. So if you are gonna be doing this, those bolts are 14s. Ooh, baby. All right, that looks great, dude. With all the rest of the white in the car, that really stands out really nicely. It also accents the tank, gives that rainbow-ish look a little bit better. This is what I mean when I said that I needed the floorboard in to see where these pieces are gonna go into the trunk. I need to try and line these up and see what spots I need to cut out. If I can, I'm gonna try and find some more fittings like this to fit around the bars to make it look a lot cleaner. But at the moment, I'm gonna get this put in there and see how that lines up. Well, as you can see, I'm in the trunk. Anna's here to help. Hi, baby.
Hello.
She volunteered, she had smaller hands, so she's tightening that down. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't over tighten those areas, because these will never clearance out to give you enough room to bolt down there. So as you can see, a lot of the bolts sticking out on both sides. You need to relieve about that much tension for these to clear. If you try to tighten those first and then put these on, will not go at all. So back those off, getting this put on. I just realized my trunk flooring isn't gonna work anymore. So I might have to cut that into a 3rd section. So we'll see what happens, but I'll be back. All right, so progress made. This is not 100% bolted in. It's not bolted in up there. I mean, technically it is, it's not tight, not the point. Here's the next problem. Obviously I gotta cut this. Really not trying to cut this. So as you guys know, I do run these little fashion tab thing, drain cover, whatever you want to call them. This one, I don't even know how I got that on there. I can't even get that off. So I'm gonna cut this off. That was originally supposed to be this size anyways. That's 25 mil, that's 35 mil. So that one in the back is gonna get jumped up to a 35 mil, so that's good. And then I've decided, so I found 50 millimeter ones, and I think the 50 mil will fit around this. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna drill a hole in here. I think I'm gonna uninstall this. I think I'm gonna feed the trunk through this, hold this up to tighten those down. And then I think I'm just gonna leave the trunk as it is and not cut it there. I really don't want to. I've seen a couple other trunk setups that do that, and personally I think it looks rough, man. I think it looks kind of poor. So that's the route that I'm gonna go. God, it's really dark in here for some reason. That's the route that I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna put a little more time in on this tomorrow. I'm gonna get that little piece cut out, get the trunk cut out, or get it pulled out at least, and then I'm gonna buy those pieces. So we have a show on Saturday, and the parts say they'll show up Friday. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably see you guys Friday. I'll see you guys then. All right, y'all, I'm back. Little progress made. I ordered all the parts that I needed. It's not Friday, but this is all set up. Let me show you what I'm about to get into. All right, the parts for the rest of the stuff that I wanted to do to this show up today, so that's good. But at the moment, what I'm gonna be doing is this area here, I'm gonna be like measuring up and seeing where these sit. And then the trunk board's over there. I'm gonna be kind of trying to, you know, cause the trunk board fits perfect. So I'm just gonna figure out where those holes go. And then instead of like cutting the board in like 2-3 pieces, I think I'm just gonna leave it exactly as it is and just drill a hole out right about there. I think I'm gonna feed this bar in, hold the trunk up, like hold the board up like this, bolt this down, and then move the trunk board down. I really am not trying to take away from how clean that looks. So I'm gonna try and leave that exactly as it is. Hopefully I can sell these wheels too. I'm trying to get rid of those. But yeah, I'm gonna start measuring these up and then we'll get these holes cut, and then I'll probably be back later tonight with the rest of the little fittings that I needed to make this work a little bit better. But at the moment, get done what I can before I gotta go to work. We run out of time. Car's gotta be ready by Saturday. All right, dope. So I got the bigger one in. So this is perfect for the size of the pipe or wherever it is over here. This is the smaller one that we'll be switching out for this up here. And it is the same size as this one. The other one that we had in it was a lot smaller. If I find it, I'll show you guys. But at the moment, I'm pressure fitting these instead of like gluing them in. I'm just getting them so that they're fit enough, and then I'm just problem solver. So moving on, I almost got this board done. I'll show you guys what it looks like once I get it back in the car. Once I get this side done, I can actually mount that side back up. So far so good, but we still got to work on the other board. All right, currently we're at a little bit of a standstill, kinda. I'm letting some glue dry. So we got this side in. The only problem is the tank barely clears. And when I say barely clears, I mean like it's really tight. So I just got done taking about a 1/2 inch off the bottom of this, hoping it'll give me a little more room to slide it down to be able to lift it up, to tighten those bolts underneath. I think this winter I'm gonna try and find a different trunk setup. I really wanna do something cooler, and frankly, this just sucks. So at the moment, that's where I'm at. I'm running out of time. I gotta leave for work in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna see what I can get done, and then I'll be back tonight. We gotta finish this up. It's gotta get done tonight. So I'll let you guys know. All right, y'all, I'm back again. Updates. So I just got off work where we left off earlier. We got the trunk all put back together. Let me get a better view. So we got the trunk all put back together, and as you can see, it is sitting on the tank. This side is actually not installed. That side is mounted. I don't have the clearance to be able to do that. I'm gonna end up redoing the trunk. This isn't gonna work the way I wanted it to. But at the moment, I messed up which airlines came through the holes. So now we need to lift the trunk boards up, undo the stand. I already got the bolts out. And then we need to resort all this crap around, pull this back down through. It's got too much slack, and resort out the airlines. So that's where we are at the moment. It's gonna look complete, so that's good. So I'll be able to at least give you like a finished look. I mean, you just saw it pretty much. But yeah, I got one more thing I want to add to the trunk, but it's got to wait until it's finished. So at the moment, I'm gonna get back to that. Anna's gonna give me a hand. We're gonna get this knocked out quick, so hopefully we can go back home, get some sleep. We gotta be up at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. So yeah, that'll be fun. All right, we're back. What's up? Harness bar all the way mounted in on the insides. All these are tightened down to spec. We have all of these in the correct spot now, so that's great. This is what it looks like fully installed. Very nice, very nice. Now we're moving back over to the management. We are swapping out the faceplate plaque on the management. We're gonna be going to this nice Airlift JD Customs one. So that'll look really good with all the white and everything in the car and matching all the titanium and whatnot. So I'm gonna swap this out, get that put back in the car, and hopefully we'll be good to start and see where hopefully it goes good. Good, beautiful morning. As you see, we got both the cars out. Everything went good. Let me show you what this finished product looked like. I love the way this turned out. I mean, as you can see, my tank is off-centered, but I never really realized that until I got the harness bar. So it's really good to be able to see things like that. I got a new tank on the way, but I also looped up all of the harness like slack, and it looks really good. So I'm super pleased with how that turned out, but at the moment we are headed out to Slamtember. It is me and the Z and in the Lexus, and then we got Trey and Trinity, both in their Jettas. So it should be a pretty good day today. Trinity's media, so we love that. But yeah, we got about a 40-minute drive ahead of us, and I will see you guys at the show. All right, y'all, things went absolutely great. We ended up taking best of show, so that was fucking awesome. Trinity is dealing with it back here. Oh boy, Trent's having some issues. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, bud. I don't know if it's supposed to do that.
It makes fresh oil.
The oil changes itself, bro. All right, we're gonna get out of here. All right, y'all. Well, we made it back to the shop. Me and Anna did. She already left, but we got both the cars in here. Check out this trophy. This thing's sweet. So this is the Best of Show Slamtember trophy. Freaking sweet. They use like transmission parts and whatnot, so it's still got the spinning. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, dude, I think it was a really good show. I really like the venue. Other than like the time of year, just being right before GAT, I think was most people's struggle of getting out to the show. But it was really good. There was probably 50, 60 cars, which isn't crazy, but for a first time show, I would say is solid. So huge thanks to Autoholic for hosting that show. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys like the new install we did on the trunk. Check this out. I'll give you one more look before I wrap this up. All right, y'all. I'm super, super happy with how this turned out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. The next time I see you guys, I will be getting one of the final things done to the Z before GAT. I got 2 more things to do. One is in that corner. The other, I think I might rush ahead. I started having some issues with throttle response on the way home, so I need to address that. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.